Hey Sagittarius, how are you? My name's Danielle. Welcome to Moonlight Intuition. This is going to be a general reading for you. And if there are messages that resonate with you, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Ooh, I knew that card was gonna fucking come up. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, all the info for that is in the description box below. And, oh, this is fantastic. And I don't even know. Well, I don't know what else I was going to say. Who cares? Your full moon just came by last week. How was that for you? I loved it personally. I think Sagittarius energy is so magical. It's so spiritual. I mean, you're mutable fire, right? It's like, you know, that very adaptable fire energy. I always equate Sag to like, well, obviously like opening up a map of the world and exploring, but it feels like little fireflies flying everywhere. And it's like, you know, that archer pointing up to the heavens, and it's so cool. So I personally loved it, and it was very much a full moon about our expansion. Now here, Sag, this is quite the reading about your own expansion. For some of you, this could be specifically love related, but take it or leave it. It could be just friends, career, whatever, but there is the Lovers card here. Okay, we got the Lovers, but the Lovers card is not only lovers, but it's also that. Now you also got a wild card. The artists of this deck included two kind of wild cards that are not in traditional tarot, and you got one of them. You got this reversed. Well, I can turn it upright so you can see, because that's not a traditional tarot card. And then, okay, so you got the worst card in tarot, but it's not the worst. I'll explain why. It's not scary. It's just, this is just the inner work. So this is the Nine of Swords. So the Lovers is big Gemini energy, and it's interesting. So, okay, so that's interesting because we are in Gemini season. Now, for some of you, if this is love related, again, this is a general reading, whether maybe if you are in a relationship or you're seeking love, this is about really allowing, okay? It's interesting, I'm kind of jumping ahead because it's interesting you have this. I'll explain why. But the Lovers card really is, let's say in terms of if this literally is about a lover. Okay, again, if you're in a relationship, seeking one, starting one, whatever, okay? Something happens, right? Interesting this is all ancestral patterns, okay? Right, here's the kids, the mom, the grandma. This could be really about maybe your maternal line regarding love and how you show up in relationships. Something happens, right? We meet a lover, and it's like, oh my God. And then like the old stories start showing up. And usually this is also too like passed down. It's like not even our story to live, right? If some of you maybe are children of divorce or blah, 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 or a parent, you know, whatever. Basically the old stories, like the fears of kind of abandonment start showing up, right? Or the fears, being that the relationship will end or blah, 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 blah. All that stuff starts showing up. So you meet someone, it's like, like honeymoon phase and blah, 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 blah. And maybe for some of you, you're like, honey, my honeymoon phase is long over, and that's okay. It doesn't mean that still those fears might still be there, right? So, okay, let's say new relationship. You meet someone, honeymoon phase. And then when the reality starts setting in that you're like, ooh, I really like this person. Oh, and this is very subconscious. It's very deep. Like, what if they left? And this is when we start self-sabotaging. And so Sagittarius for you, it's like you are Sagittarius. So that full moon might have triggered stuff for you as well. But you're meant to expand. But it's like when we live in these fears, it's like contracting, right? And sometimes like, I had this aha lately that it's like letting go sometimes. Okay, so to being like, letting go of these self-sabotaging beliefs about love. So again, Sag, okay, you're in love with someone or you're with someone that you're like, we've been together forever. It's like, we're married, we have children, or we're dating, whatever. The self-sabotage for you probably comes out in those dogmatic kind of arguments, right? Because when you feel squished, so your fears come in of maybe fearing of this person will leave me, this person doesn't love me, oh my God, what if this person left me? That's when you start contracting. And when Sag energy contracts, it's kind of like, no, this is how it is. It's kind of like picking arguments and being very this is right, that's wrong, this is how it is, and that's not your true nature, that's your shadow, okay? So to pay attention, Sag, because I feel like this kind of is a love reading. And I love it, I'm a Cancer, I love readings, but I'm not doing this for love readings, but I feel like this is a love reading. But, so when you notice yourself in your relationship, again, whether it's new, already existing, and you notice these, dare to kind of, okay, am I doing this? It's like almost like, okay, well then if like, it's almost like we do these things to set ourselves up to be left, right? To be like, see, it's like our fears, or like, well, okay, we're gonna cue this up to make sure like when this person leaves, see, to like affirm our fears, right? And this could be like, this is, some of you watching this, I'm gonna be bold. You might be here to like end this kind of curse that has been going on. I'm gonna say specifically in your maternal line, right? Your mom, your grandma, whatever, this pattern in relationships, right? That might have been, like this can go back like 7 generations, right? So, and now here's the thing. You know, people always say, let go, surrender. And it's like, okay, like, you know, just stop being like that, right? And I had kind of this aha, and I mean, I'm always reading, I'm always learning about so many things, which is very Sagittarius of me. My son is also in the 9th house, which is Sag's house. So like, I like to identify in the world. That's like very, you know, philosophical and learning and blah, blah, knowledge. But I think at the end of the day, it's like letting go is allowing. So in this case, it's not really about stopping the behavior of like, I'm scared. Okay, I'm scared this person's gonna leave me, so I'm just gonna like pick fights and be like, "Ugh." It's about allowing this person in. Allow the love in. Okay, so that's expanding, which is your true nature. It's not this and like, no, this is like, it's like allowing, right? And so if your partner comes in, or your new partner, or your new flame, or whatever, and you feel triggered, that fear that makes you want to, like, no, like kind of pick those fights, that's kind of your cue, Sag, to be like, tell me about your day, right? Like, I want to hear everything about you, right? It's almost like when you get like that, I assure you, it's not about being like, what can I get? What can I get? What can I give? Let's sit down and have a drink. I want to hear about your day. How are you? Right? Doesn't that feel better? And at the end of the day, it's like energy is just like a boomerang. It's like what we want, we should be able to give, right? Give and receive. You know, the energy of giving and receiving is the same. And this is very lovers energy. It's the twins, right? Gemini. And now this, the worst card in tarot. Actually, I don't mind this card. This is kind of, when we're in this state, it's almost like, do I even need to elaborate? Okay, for somebody, this is a swords card. This is about communication. So even like what I was saying, like those kind of dogmatic beliefs, arguments, blah, blah, it's like your words, right? And this is when you're in this state, it's really about catastrophizing an outcome in the future that doesn't exist, instead of just recognizing that you are safe and loved in the now, okay? This has been, when I kind of clued into this card, it really has been a game changer for me. So Sag, when you get like this and it comes out with those like, no, the lamp must go over there. No, I want these walls, these things that you don't even care about, right? So be like, okay, this is the fear that this person I love might leave me. And to be like, and I'm catastrophizing a future that doesn't even exist, instead of coming back and being like, okay, yeah, I'm here. All is good. So Sag, please leave me a comment below if you had any insights, aha moments, if you're triggered even about that full moon in your sign. I want to hear all about it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I love you. You're fabulous. I'm fabulous. Until next time, love you.